P47. Welcome to week 4 of online CLIC. Today we are going to be doing all the usual things. However, I'm going to try something different with your Learn It's questions, because now that we've kind of warmed back up and got into the swing of things, I'd like you to do it timed, just like we do in class. So today we will bring up a picture of your full Learn It test, and I'll have a little timer playing down in the corner or in the background, and you're going to see if you can get all your answers written down before that timer rings, okay? And then later on we are going to be looking at division. Now I know that that's a tricky area for lots of you, so this will be really useful, and you can go back and watch this as many times as you need to practice your division skills, okay? Looking forward to it. I will see you all in IXL soon. Get your pencil and paper ready and let's get started. Alright, Learn It time. You'll need your paper and pencil just like usual, but what you're going to see this time are all of your questions, just like the sheet that you get in class, and a little timer playing with exactly the right amount of time for your group, okay? Have a go. You only need to write the answers, so you'll be looking at the question and jotting your answer down on your paper, alright? And then we will mark them at the end. I know that some of you in this group are on the next set of Learn It questions, so what I'm going to do is I'll play the 40 question test first, which is almost everybody, and then Callum, I know that you do the next level up, so I will also run your test too. And if you're in that first group, there's no reason why you couldn't have a little go if you want to challenge yourself as well, okay? So 40 questions will come up first, followed by the test for multiplication that Callum is working on. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's time for some answers, but remember you're doing it at home. So if you think, actually, I need to go back and have another try, then you can do that. That's all right. Don't panic. If you want to rewind the video, you can have another shot. You can go back and try some of the ones you didn't get. If you think you're ready to mark it, then let's do that together now. Well done, guys. You can let me know if that new format worked. I'd be interested to find out how you got on when it was timed. But remember, it's just practice. So if you needed to go back over and put some answers in, then that's not a problem. That's okay. Next up, we are going to be looking at written division. I'm going to start with a little example that I found online, but then I'll be talking through a few questions which are a bit more like the ones that we see every week in our CLIC test. And then you'll get the chance to try some by yourself and we'll go through those answers together.
If you know your multiplication tables, it's going to help you massively when you come to division. You'll be faster and you'll take less paper than somebody doing long division. Let's take a look at this one. 675 divided by 5. Divided by 5 tells us that we're going to be using our 5 times table knowledge. Let's have a go at the sum. Set it out and use plenty of space between every digit so you've got lots of room to work with. And the first question we ask ourselves is, how many 5s are there in 6? Well, there's one group of 5 in 6 and there's one left over. And that remainder one goes right here. And now we say to ourselves, how many 5s are there in 17? Well, 3 5s are 15, so we can put the 3 on the answer line, but we have a remainder of 2 also, and the remainder goes here. And now we say, how many 5s are there in 25? Well, count by 5s. 5 5s are 25. There's nothing left to deal with, we have no remainder, we're all finished, and it's correct. And it was very fast. In fact, it just took 40 seconds. Let's have another go. 7,441 divided by 7. Well, divided by 7 tells us we're working with the 7 times table. Set it out. Again, lots of nice space between every digit. And our first question is, how many 7s are there in 7? Of course, there's 1. Put the 1 up on the answer line and go to the second digit. How many 7s in 4? Well, there are none. How about how many 7s in 44? Well, going to the 7 times table, 6 7s are 42. You can put the 6 up on the answer line. There's a remainder of 2 which goes right here. And now you say, How many 7s are there in 21? Well, 3 7s are 21. There's nothing left over, no remainder. Put your 3 up, you're all done and finished. And it's correct. And it was very fast, just 40 seconds again. You can't go that fast with long division. In fact, if 2 people were doing the same division problem, one using short division and the other long, the short division route would be faster every single time. If you don't know your tables yet, learn them and become a short division speedmaster. Using your tables is the key to fast division.
The next thing we're going to look at today then is some written short division. Now you get a question like this every week in your CLIC test, and it's always something that people maybe lack a bit of confidence with, or perhaps make the same sort of mistakes with each week. So this is quite a good opportunity for us to spend some time really drilling down how to solve these questions and build our confidence with them. So, starting with our first one here, 33 divided by 2. What I'm thinking of here is how many times does 2 fit into 3? Okay, I can fit the number 2 into 3 once, with 1 left over. How many times will 2 fit into 13? Let's count up in 2s to check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 will be my closest. So that was 6 steps of 2. However, I need to count on to 13 to find my remainder. 12 to 13 is a remainder of 1. Let's have a wee go at 57 divided by 5. How many times does 5 fit into 5? Well, it fits in once perfectly. How many times does 5 fit into 7? It's also going to fit in once, but with a remainder. So let's count on from 5 up to 7 to see what's left. 5, 6, 7, a remainder of 2. Okay, 41 divided by 3. How many times does 3 fit into 4? It fits in once, with 1 left over. How many times does 3 fit into 11? 3, 6, 9. 3 3s are 9, with a remainder of 2. 10, 11. Okay, let's get a wee look at 61 divided by 4. How many times does 4 fit into 6? It fits once, with 2 left over. How many times does 4 fit into 21? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 4 times 5 is 20, which is the closest I can get, with a remainder of 1. Right, as always, you now have an opportunity to go away and try some questions in this style, and then we will mark them together. So here are 4 questions for you to set out using this format. They should all have a remainder. Go away and have a wee shot at solving these, okay? Get your pencil and your paper, and off you go. Okie doke, let's take a minute and solve these together. So the first one, we want to think about how many times will 3 fit into 5? Well, it's going to fit in once. Oops. There we go. It's going to fit in once. And the difference between 3 and 5 is 2, so we've got a remainder of 2 to take over. Next up, we want to think of how many times will 3 fit into 27. Now, I had said all of these should have a remainder, however, this very first one here does not, because 3 fits into 27 exactly 9 times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Okay, so we should have the answer 19 with no remainder. Let's get a wee look at 62 divided by 5 next. Okay, 5 will fit into 6 once, and there's 1 left over. 5 will fit into 12 twice, because 2 5s are 10, and there's a difference of 2, a remainder of 2. Next up, 19 divided by 4. How many times will 4 fit into 1? Well, it won't. So there's a 0 there, or you can leave that digit blank altogether, carry the 1 over. How many times will 4 fit into 19? Let's think. So 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 4s are 16. That's the closest we can get. So we'll put a 4 here. And the difference between 16 and 19 is 3. Okay, 4 remainder 3. And last but not least, 313 divided by 2. 2 will fit into 3 once, with 1 left over. Now, I know that 2 times 5 is 10, which is as close as I can get to 11, so the 5 can come up the top here, and the 1 that's left over can go into the next column. And I know that 2 times 6 is 12, which is as close as I can get to 13, and the difference between 12 and 13 is 1, so there's a remainder of 1. Today on iExcel, you're going to be further practicing your division of 2-digit numbers. We are needing to find year 3, and the game is FF6. Okay, so not just one F, but 2 Fs together, FF6. When you see these questions, just like last time, I recommend you set it out the way we've just practiced. So actually get your pencil and paper, jot it down, and then put your final answer in to iExcel before you click to check it, okay? So write the whole thing out. I don't think there'll be many remainders in these questions, but you never know, there might well be, in which case it will give you a wee space to put it in. I will set a 10-minute timer, and I cannot wait to get online and see who manages to get a score of 100. Good luck! Well done, everybody. CLIC is over for another week. I now need you to go and have a wee look at your assignment. So today, as always, you have your CLIC test. Now, a couple of people have spoken to me about not being able to print those out, and that is absolutely fine. I don't expect anyone to be printing them. You only need to copy out your answers into the same sort of pattern, if you like, as the worksheet, and I'll be able to figure out which question is which. All right, do not worry about printing things out, not a problem. So you have your CLIC to do, and you've got a division task to try as well, okay? Make sure you take a nice clear photo of both of those, upload them both to the assignment and submit it so that I can give you some feedback. All right, well done everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.